working too well the last time, and oh, I forgot to plug in my, I forgot to plug in my snowball. Give me a sec. Is it plugged in? No, it is not. Okay. So I have no idea if it's working, but we'll see. I've got my National Novel Writing Month t-shirt on. Now let's see. Okay, yes. So this is definitely going. Okay, and now that is turned off. Perfect! So now I've got to share this. Let's see. Server URL. Pretty sure that's this one. Actually, I don't know if that's that one. I love it! So yeah, just going to do a big shout out to all the new patrons who showed up and pledged for the for my Patreon campaign for the Black Friday event. They got almost my entire backlist, but they will also be getting all the books that I will be getting from Siren very soon, so that's going to be great. I'm just going to go to YouTube. I love how I never plan this out. Okay. So yeah, this... It's actually, I'm learning that it's a bad idea to live stream stuff when I don't let people know that I'm going to be on. So yeah, this... It's actually, I'm learning that it's a bad... There we go. So, all right, sharing this to Facebook. So I've got some pretty sweet stuff to show you guys today, actually. Facebook. Whoops, meant to say live on YouTube. Oops, oh, whatever. Too late. It's the same thing. The link will take them where they need to go. Talk to me, baby. Okay. Now, this is just going to be mostly a quick one because I'm pretty sure that... Actually, I should get off there. There we go. I am pretty sure that my stream isn't going to be as powerful as it was last time. Yeah, like the stream health is on yellow. So it's going to be like the last time. There's probably going to be things that are cutting out. But luckily, unlike the last time, there's not going to be 11 minutes of just blank nothingness. So I'm assuming you can see me if you're on. But... and can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me, by the way. Questions are always welcome. But yes, great big shout out to all the patrons who came in, decided to support me on Patreon. They are currently getting the chapters as they're written of Kidnapped by the Dragon, my new dragon book. And they will also be getting... Well, they did get my entire backlist. I sent them that. But they and everybody else who comes on will be getting my Siren books as I get the rights back to them. I already have Maid of the Wolf, so that is mine currently right now. And next month, in December, when the funds come in, I'm going to recover that, and that is going to be put up and hosted on Patreon itself. So there's going to actually be books there that are going to be free for patrons, which is going to be sweet. But I also wanted to show off some amazing things here, because I am hosting the Waterbottles for the signing at Romancing the Capital. I'm just going to get that off. There's a hair on there. This is actually something that I kind of like. It is, okay, so I'm going to show you these. This is actually the one that was going to be on for last year. I should probably post up, yeah. I'm going to post up the right video here so I'm not looking at an older version of myself. It's really weird. There's two screens I have to look at when I do this. But anyways, yeah, this is actually one of the designs that was going to be part of the Romancing the Capital water bottle thing. I should have got the other one. I don't know where it is. It's on my counter somewhere. My counter's a mess. But most people have seen it by now, what the Romancing the Capital 2015 version? No. Yeah, 2016 version. Most people have seen what that has looked like, but this was almost the original design. And I decided not to go with this one, even though I was super excited for it, just because when I got, they will send you, you know, free sample copies like this. And when I got it, like there's some give there, but you know, people are going to be throwing this in with their books, and I just had this nightmare of like this ledge. I don't know if you could see that, catching on something, popping open, and just water splashing and ruining all of their books and their swag, and that wouldn't have been cool. So I think I even only used this maybe once, possibly twice, but yeah, like I was just so nervous, and it sucks too because it's so colorful. I mean, you got red, gray, black, and I was going to put white on there, so it was going to look nice and bright, but it didn't work out. This was last year's model. Anyways, well, not last year's model that I chose, but one of the ones that was up for debate. These two, now these are the ones that I really like, and I'm going to actually be raffling off a couple of these when I do get them eventually to patrons. So if you wanted to check out Patreon and get your free stuff, free ebooks, free audiobooks, like please, like, or even just to like see what I'm about, you can head on over to patreon.com/Mandy Rosko, and you could still get some free or cheap stuff. The idea is that it should save you some money in the long run if you want romance books and paranormal stuff instead of just constantly going through Amazon, Kobo, all those places. But actually, you know, I'm going to show this one first because this is the first one I got. And I showed this to my neighbor, and I'm really excited for this. This looks really legit. I like it. It's gray and, well, steel gray and gray again. Now, this actually does feel like either aluminum or steel, and I'm loving this so far. I've actually seen people carrying it on. It's got this thing on it right here so you can have a loop there, but I haven't put any water in it yet, but this feels like it'd be very secure for people's water bottles. The only thing I'm not too thrilled about is I wish it came in red. Just because it's like, I don't know, it's not like it's a strictly Canadian event. It's called Romancing the Capital, but there's nothing that says it has to be red. I think I'm just thinking that the bottles need to be red because the logo is a pair of red and white lips with the Canadian flag in the middle. So I'm really actually kind of liking that. But I want them to be red. Otherwise, I can only really put one color on for the logo there because it costs more to put two on, and they charge you a lot to do that. But I don't know. So it's a choice between this one, but I'm more heavily leaning towards this one. We'll see how this works out because I actually do like this strap, though. It feels really good, and everything down here feels good. I actually saw somebody at the bookstore the other day with one of these. And I don't know if she probably didn't get it from the same place I'm going to be getting these from. It was probably just came from a store. But yeah, anyways, the one that I'm more heavily leaning towards, and this is going to be great, oh my god, I love this so much, is, let me just put this back up here, this one right here, and it's aluminum. So it's not stainless steel, but it's metal, for one thing, which is great because I'm handing out metal water bottles, that's amazing. So I'm more heavily leaning towards giving one of these away if somebody wanted one of them. Now, the only reason I'd be able to afford one of these, or a bunch of these, is because I spoke with Eve Longley, the lady in charge, who's going to be arranging everything, all of the panels, the talks, the author signings, all that stuff. And I told her, you know, last year I bought like 220 water bottles, and they didn't all get distributed because it was mostly my fault. I was supposed to like be there and like put the boxes next to the people who were handing out the lanyards. I wasn't there on time. And I tried to hand out the rest of them for the book signing itself, but it was just so majorly busy, like I just couldn't do it. I was just signing books left, right, and center. Let's see. Oops, I have a comment here. I didn't even see it. Hi, Nicole. Thank you. Nice to see you. Yes, they are great. I love them. I especially love this one. I'm super heavily leaning towards this one. We'll see how well it works. Sorry for not seeing your comment. I had the screen over the comment section, so I didn't notice it. But it's out of the way now, so I should see anybody else's comments who come in. But this one, not only is it metal, but it's got this little thing right here, so hold it off. There, and it's this little button here, so you open it, and it just pops open. And there's no like little sucky thing on there, it's just straight down in there it goes. And this plasticky, it's really soft actually, will cover it up. So the only thing I need to do is test it to make sure that it is waterproof. So I'm going to be filling it with water, and really shaking it around to see, just to make sure that no drops come out, like anywhere. Oh yeah, it's also got this little thing. I don't know what this would be for, like, because I can't see people hooking them onto their bags and just walking around with them hanging out, flapping around, but I don't know, it's a perk, so whatever. But I'm just thinking of like my logo and the Romancing the Capital logo along the side. If this is waterproof and it's secure, I will be ordering a bunch of these. And oh, it's okay, they are used one of my, it's okay, and they are used one of those in my university bag. Oh, so one of these specifically? That's pretty cool. So, okay, yeah, so this is great. So now I have that one person telling me that this is actually pretty decent. Yeah, your university bag, dear. Books are probably expensive, so yeah, like if you're trusting your university books with this, that's a good sign automatically. Okay, what's that? Now, the only way I'd be able to actually afford these water bottles is, again, last year I bought like 220, and I got some of the decent ones, so it cost me, actually I went way over my budget, even with getting like 10% off, because I was a new customer, and I asked them, hey, another company does this, will you guys give me 10% off? They said yeah. I'm wondering if I could like get them to give me another 10% off, because again, not all the water bottles got handed out. So I was actually at the end of the signing going around from table to table to the other authors going, hey, do you guys want a water bottle to raffle off to your newsletter list? And some people even said no, like I was having a hard time getting rid of them. And the rest I raffled off to my newsletter list. So I was like, I'm going to do it differently this year. It's not going to be just one per reader, because that didn't work out. Not all readers got them. Not all readers knew about them. So this year, in order to afford the metal one, I'm going to order about 50 to 75, although I'm thinking 75, maybe 80. Because like I priced it out, and it'll be about, I'm thinking, if I can remember what I was looking at right, I'm thinking about $1,000 after taxes, shipping, all that stuff, which is still majorly expensive, but it's cheaper than what I paid last year for 220 water bottles that I was even having trouble giving away. And so I asked Eve about that, and at first I said 50, and she said okay, that's fine. But now that I kind of have this priced out and saw this metal one, I'm thinking 75 to 80, because I want as many of these as possible. And I also want to raffle them off to a couple people on my newsletter list, but also people on Patreon specifically, because they're supporting me there, and I want to make sure that they get some like sweet stuff. And like if I could, I'd give everyone on Patreon one, but like I can't, so I'm going to be raffling them out there. Probably more. 2 or 3 of them I want to raffle off on Patreon. My mother's definitely going to want one. She wanted one she wanted one of the previous ones last year, and I almost didn't send her one. I was like, no, they have to all be for readers, but I had a bunch left over, so she definitely got one. I kept one. Eve got one. So yeah, there's just certain people who have to get one based on, what they're doing with them. Like, the lady who's who's putting together the entire event. Yeah, she's definitely getting one for obvious reasons. And in fact, I think I don't know if I gave her 1 or 2 so that she could raffle them off, but yeah, certain authors that I knew, when I had the extras, they got one or even multiple ones for themselves and their newsletter list. But yeah, this one's going to be different. I'm going to do my best to actually make sure that the boxes are next to the people handing out the lanyards and the tickets and all that stuff. So that way it'll be kind of like a first come, first serve basis. So I want 80, so that way I could use the 5 for Eve, myself, my mom, Patreon. And that way it'll be like a clean 75. That will be so that the first 75 people in the lineup will kind of get one, kind of like a perk, because they do that at RT, which is different from RTC. RT is the Romantic Times. They're the magazine, although they stopped their magazine, so I'm sad about that. And yeah, they do that. If you go to any of their conventions, there's a lot of areas where it's like, the first 500 people in line will get a bag of books or whatever. So those lineups are huge for obvious reasons. I don't know how they afford 500. Oh, I guess a lot of people show up. Anyways, usually it's the big name authors who are doing stuff like that, or the publishers themselves, because I can't see, like, I wouldn't be able to put together 500 of anything. But yeah, so I definitely wanted to show these off, and to definitely do a shout out to the patrons who supported me. It was actually really good. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty pleased with how many people supported me there. It was great, and they will be getting their stuff and continually getting their stuff. The idea is that the more people who come along, and well, not the more people who come along. Well, yes, actually, the more people who come along, I'll eventually get to a tier where I can give away a free monthly novella. And I actually have covers in mind for these too. I want to buy them, and I'm thinking about just doing 3 to start off with, just so that people coming in can see that they're there. And I'll be hosting these on that website. And the idea is, even if you're there for just a couple of months, if you decide it's not for you, anything you get while you're there is yours to keep forever. So, Kidnapped by the Dragon, I'm putting that up chapter by chapter, but when it's finished, edited, and posted as just a complete EPUB, Mobi, PDF, that sort of thing, the idea is, it's yours to keep forever. And so is all the other full-length books that I post on that platform. So that is my plan there. And I actually want to show off these covers because they're so pretty. At the risk of, well, I'm not that popular, so I don't think there's a chance that anybody will see me do this and go like, oh, she wants those covers. Snatch them up. But it's 3 bear covers, and more people are interested in dragons. I did a quick poll on that, but I like these. Oh yeah, and I might also get pens. We'll see. We'll see if I can afford pens by the time this comes around. I'm not going to show the pen, but there's a sale going on these, and I actually should get them soon because well, again, this is a Canadian place, so I'm getting all this in Canadian funds, so that way I don't get totally screwed over by American-Canadian conversion rates. It's just so much stuff to think about. But let's see. Indie pre-made. I think that's it. Now it's gonna look. Oh yeah, okay. I'm on the right website. It's gonna look a little bit weird, but these are the covers that I want to buy. I'm hoping that it looks proper from pointing one screen at the other. But let's see if I can find these here. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Pre-mades. And yeah, these will be just perfect if I can, if I can find them. Purple, Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm an idiot. Paranormal. Now, I love these ones just specifically because it's a shot of the guy's chest, right? So it doesn't show his hair, it doesn't show a lady there with him, and it doesn't show, and without her there, it doesn't show her hair either. So I can make it out to be like the same person. Yes, my dog. Hey, babies. You got a little bit of hair in your eye. Yeah, let's get that out. What you doing? You want your love and affections? What? Gonna come say hi? No? You big suck. Oh yes, I just vacuumed this carpet and he loses his hair like crazy. But he doesn't care. He wants his scratch. Here we go. Oh, Zorro, look at this. Look at this. God. You're crazy. I have to vacuum this floor again. And it's like a winter wonderland outside. It's nuts. What are you doing? I wonder if there's any way I can enlarge this. Oh, yes, there is. Haha. Okay, so I just enlarged the screen a little bit. It's not the wild tiger one, but it's the bad boy bear. I don't know if you could see those without the glare. Okay, well, anyways, they're mostly the same. It's very similar poses, that sort of thing. And I figured if I could just get her to change around the coloring. And there's another one there, too. I wonder if I can, yeah. Okay, and there's the third one. So if I figure I can just get her to change around the coloring, it could almost be like a quick serial. That way, a novella a month, those 3, and then I could just put them together in one print book, and certain people on the tier will get the print book signed and shipped to them. So I'm actually super excited about that one, and I gotta wait before I get that, though, and hope that no one snatches those up. I'm surprised nobody did. They look really good. But yeah, so it would be kind of like a, it would be kind of like just a one, I guess it would be one book in total when I put the serials together. But I have to figure out how to do that. The bear on the left looked better. Yeah, I guess you're right. The first one has kind of like a snarly look on his face. You're right. Maybe I'll switch it around so that's kind of book 1 and then everything's book 2. Artemis. Hi, Artemis. How are you doing? Hi, Mandy. Watching. Had to download new YouTube on new cell phone. Oh no, like I had another lady tell me that her cell phone was broken. Like, was your cell phone broken, or is it like a new cell phone? You get like a treat for yourself. I hope that's the case. Let's see, but did you get a chance to see the bear covers that I'm gonna think I might buy these next month. I don't know because I need to put the funds toward from that I'm getting from my patrons towards Maid of the Wolf, and then had surgery, bad pain, cell broken. Oh no. Well, I hope your surgery went well then. Are you back home or are you in the hospital now? Like I hope you're home because home is probably where I don't know if it's easier, but it's definitely more comfortable to probably recover. I mean, it's probably somewhat easier at a hospital because you have nurses around, but then you probably also have to share a room with people, and that's not fun. Anyways, I was just showing off these water bottles and stuff. This one I might actually be getting for Romancing the Capital and some patrons, so you might have a chance to get one of these. They're so cute. I love this. I really hope that it does well, though. On my way home now. Oh, that's good. I hope somebody's driving you while you're watching this. Not good to watch YouTube and drive. But yeah, Nicole was just telling me that she has one like this. I think she meant this one and not this one. That this, she uses it and how it houses all of her water and all of her drinks. And she trusts it with her super expensive university books. Yes, my son. Okay, good. He's a good son then. Good sons drive their moms or their sisters or their other relatives after they've had surgery. He's gonna have to drive you everywhere from now on. You kind of own him now. This is great. Well, provided that you have a smooth recovery, it's great. But yeah, for the yours is blue? Okay. Imagine it still looks good in blue. Like I'm trying to picture it, and yeah, like because it's shiny. Does it have like a logo on it? He's a great son. Yes. He sounds great. Putting up with me talking about romances in his passenger seat. But yeah, I was just showing Nicole, I don't know if you just got here, these covers that I'm thinking about getting next month. I'll probably have to pay a little extra because, you know, the Patreon won't cover both. All three of these covers are $180 US. Now, if I were to get university logo, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm actually really happy now because now I'm more confident that this is going to work out well. So I'm going to put some, I should probably just dump my peach iced tea into here and just see how it works out. Ooh, I should probably wash it first, though. I didn't do that yet. Word of warning, kids, don't use unwashed water bottles. Oh, they're so great, Artemis. Like, I'm so glad you love those covers. So yeah, they mostly look the same, though. But that's fine, because I figured I could just get a different coloring background on each of them. And I know that I'm not at the pledge yet where I'm going to be posting a free novella every month, which is why I'm just kind of writing chapter by chapter on Patreon. Because I want to give people something for supporting me. Like, that you have to have something. It can it too, instead of me just putting up a full-length book chapter by chapter as well. And I wanted to start with these ones. They're bears, not dragons. I know everyone voted dragons, but I couldn't find dragon covers that I wanted, and these look pretty good. Peach iced tea is the liquid of the gods. Yes, it is. Nicole Stewart, and offline. I don't know what you mean. Am I offline, or am I going offline? Let's see how... It says my live stream health is pretty well, but only one person is watching me. Did I go offline? Gotta run, pain horror. Oh, okay, well, feel better, Artemis. Like, I'm glad you like the covers, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you. I appreciate your love for the books. Please feel better soon. I'll have some extra rewards and treats for you coming up. Bye. And offline and back. Okay, I'm going offline and coming back? Is that what you mean? Well, it's really wretched outside where I am. Winter officially has come yesterday, and it's horrible and windy. Like, I can hear the wind through my windows. It's really, really bad. Okay, yeah, so I bought better internet, so I'm hoping that it's just the weather, because you should see it outside. Like, I can barely see outside. It's all mist and fog on my window, and I could hear the wind, and the roads look garbage. I didn't even want to go out and get a coffee. But yeah, this was just meant to be kind of a quick live stream anyways, just so I could hang out and say thank you so much, and to let everybody know what plans are, and to show off the water bottles. I'm so glad you have one of these now, because now I'm super more excited for these. Wow, I live in Winterpeg and we have no snow yet. You're in Win- Oh man. You have no snow. Well, apparently it's coming because I don't know, like I posted a picture on my Facebook. I wish I could turn my computer on so you could see this. It's garbage. Like, you can barely see outside my window right now. I imagine it's clear, but the wind is garbage. So yeah, it is coming for you. Trust me on that. But yeah, so this isn't too bad anyways. I'm glad I got to chat with a couple people, and my live stream health is going back to yellow, so I assume that I'm gonna break up. They said that last week. I'm getting jealous now, as if you have no winter yet. This isn't fair. But anyways, so yeah, I wanted to just show off the covers that I've planned coming for the books that I want to do, especially the water bottles, which I'm glad I did now that you told me that you have one, and to announce that I'm almost finished my NaNoWriMo book, and I already ordered the. It's a little early and probably jinxing myself, but I did order the winner's shirt. I didn't order last year's winner's shirt even though I won it, so I have to order that one too. But yeah, so it's 2:00, so I've got to get back to writing. I've got like 9,000 words to write today, so I gotta get on that stuff. But if you didn't see it already, the chapter 11 for Kidnapped by the Dragon is up, so that's there for you if you wanted to check it out. And thanks for showing up, and thanks for chatting with me so I'm not totally talking to myself, and I hope you have a good one. And winter is coming for you, don't you worry. Sorry to jinx it. But anyways, thanks for chatting. Bye.